Before we start today's session, I wanted to make an announcement that from today to the 13th of January, we shall be conducting Avyakt Murlis of Baba Milans of every year of from 18 January 1970. So, because the Hindi group is lagging behind, so to match up with that, we shall be conducting the Baba Milan Murlis till the 13th of January. And after that, we will resume according to the regular routine. So, uh, Rakiban, Harshabhai was supposed to conduct today.
Yes, so he's confirmed yesterday that he is going to be joining in. Just give me a sec to check that.
Okay, fine. So we will wait for Harshabhai to join in.
Very good morning, Divine family. So I'll just share my screen. So as Dinesh Bhai mentioned, so we'll be starting with 18th Murli. I will be reading 18th 01/1970 Murli. So today we are going to read this. Baba says the title of this Murli is The Attainment of Willpower by Making a Complete Will. The attainment of willpower by making a complete will. Baba says, why have you called Baba today? What is Baba Dada seeing today? In what form is Baba seeing each star? What speciality does he see in the stars? Baba is seeing the closeness to perform of each star. Do all of you yourself know how close to perfection you have come? What is the sign of coming close to the stage of perfection? The sign of perfection is that you will be able to recognize all aspects in every way and in every form. What did you remember throughout the day today? Did you remember the physical form or the divine activity? Did you remember anything else with the physical form? Someone said, we remembered Baba's teaching and the drama. Did you remember the one without an image together with a physical form? Baba is asking, did you remember the one without an image together with a physical form? For how long were you in remembrance of the one with a physical form, and for how long were you in remembrance of the one without an image? Or was the remembrance of both merged? By remembering the one with a physical form together with the one without an image, you yourself will develop a good character. One without an image and one uh, with an image, right? Together with one without an image, and you yourself will develop a good character. If you simply remember the one with a physical form and his activities, you will only remember the activities. If you simply remember the one with a physical form and his activities, you will only remember the activities. So therefore, together with the one without an image, also remember the one with a physical form and his activities. That is Brahma Baba. Today, did you do anything special? Were you simply lost in remembrance, or together with remembrance, did you also do something else? Since being absolved is the result of remembrance. Since being absolved is the result of remembrance. What other special tasks did you perform? Look at your chart for the whole year. Did you check the result of this Avyakt study, Avyakt love and cooperation? What is the 12-month paper of this Avyakt love and cooperation? Did you check that? It is only after checking that you are able to pay extra attention to yourself. It is only after checking that you are able to pay extra attention to yourself. So today, you have to check your own paper. How far have you moved away from corporeal feelings to subtle feelings? Corporeal feelings to subtle feelings. You have to check this. If you have moved forward in your awake stage, your activity will be spiritual. What is the practical sign of an awake stage? Spiritual activity. A sign of uh, awake stage is spiritual activity. It will reflect on our action. Right? To what extent have you become spiritual while living in this world? You have to check this. What was the first exam you took this year? How many marks did each of you claim in this test of faith? You yourself know that. You have taken the examination of faith. What exam do you have to take now? You fail even while knowing about the exam in advance. For some, this is a very difficult paper, whereas for others, a difficult paper is yet to come. Just as you take the paper of faith in this exam, in the same way, what paper are you going to take now? Just as previously you had the support of the instrument in the corporeal form, even now there are those who are the instruments in the drama to support you in the corporeal form. He was the instrument before and is still the instrument now. They are the elevated support for the whole family in the corporeal form. Baba is with you in an avyakt form. The greater the love there is, the greater the cooperation you receive. Because of lack of love, because of a lack of love, you receive less cooperation. To have love for the corporeal form means to have love for the whole genealogical tree. To have love for the corporeal form means to have love for the whole genealogical tree. The corporeal form is not alone. Together with Prajapati Brahma, there is also the whole family. You are the beads of a rosary, are you not? There isn't just one bead in a rosary. In a rosary, uh, in the one thread of remembrance, the whole family is merged with love. This is like being threaded in the rosary with a thread of love. The deity family exists in the future, but this family clan has great importance. The more love and closeness uh, you have to the Brahmin clan, so you will be that close in the divine kingdom. The more love and closeness you have to the Brahmin clan, so you will be uh, that close in the divine kingdom. What proof did you see in the corporeal form? Whom does Baptada place in the front? In front, the children, because without the children, the name of the mother and father cannot be glorified. So, just as Baba demonstrated to you in the corporeal form, you have to follow. Here, you are given the paper in advance. You have already taken the paper of faith. Now, you have to take the paper of each one's love, cooperation, and power. The time is coming close in which the image of all of you of the previous cycle is to be revealed. The time is coming close in which the image of all of you of the previous cycle is to be revealed. You have to give a finger in order to transform all the variety of problems. The mountain of the Iron Age will be crossed anyway, but during this year, you have to give a finger of love and cooperation to the problems of the mind. The problems of the body, the problems through the atmosphere, and to the mountain of all other problems. There will be problems of the body. You have passed in Laukic relations, but there will also be small and big problems with alaukic relations. You have passed the Laukic relations, but there will also be small and big problems with alaukic relations. However, you must consider all of the problems to be a paper. All of that problems to be a paper. Don't consider them to be a practical aspect. Consider them to be a paper. If you pass through them, considering them to be a paper, you will pass. Now, we have to see how many pass. How many pass when the paper is out? Then Baba will give the result of this paper. At present, you have to imbibe willpower in yourself. As yet, you don't have that willpower. As yet, you don't have that willpower. Okay, you have power according to your own yoga and according to your capacity. How will you develop willpower? What is the method for developing willpower? Why is willpower lacking? Do you know the reason for this? Why is remembrance lacking? The Father demonstrated to you by performing actions in the corporeal form How is it possible to develop willpower? The Father demonstrated to you by performing actions in the corporeal form. How is it possible to develop willpower? What was the first step he took? He willed everything. It did not take a long time to will it until until you will away completely all the weaknesses you have internally and externally. You cannot develop willpower until you will away completely all the weaknesses you have internally and externally. Hmm? Baba says internally and externally. You cannot develop willpower. Did Sakar Baba think about anything? How will it happen? What will happen? Did he ever think that? If someone wills something after thinking about everything, he doesn't receive as much food. The difference is like that between a sacrifice and an instant sacrifice. Which one is accepted first? The one that is accepted first receives the number one power. Those who are not accepted in the beginning do not attain that much power. Think about this. Bap Dada knows the future as well as the present. So, on seeing the strings of the karmic bondages in the future of the present birth, Baba does not instantly inspire you to raise head. It is your duty to cut away the strings of the karmic bondages. If even one string is yet to be cut away, the mind will be pulled. That is why Baba is waiting for you to cut away the strings. If the strings are already broken, will that person wait? Those who are free never wait for any bondages. What do you have to do today? You also have to remember what preparation you have to make for the coming year. If you make the bodiless one your partner, you will receive cooperation in becoming bodiless. Underline point. If you make the bodiless one your partner, you will receive cooperation in becoming bodiless. If you receive less cooperation in becoming bodiless and success is not so visible, you can understand that you have not made the bodiless one your partner. The wonder is of those who make difficult things easy. To overcome easy things is not a wonder. The wonder is to overcome difficulties. The wonder is not to consider difficult things to be difficult. What will happen if you wilt in even the slightest difficulties? What will happen if you wilt in even the slightest difficulties? Those who make a bargain in 1 second never become trapped anyway. Those who move fast will never be trapped anywhere. Anywhere, okay. I'll just read this line once again. Those who make a bargain in 1 second never become trapped anywhere. Those who move fast will never be trapped anywhere. Those who become trapped cannot go fast. You have to go fast seeing the last stage. You have a chance of going fast even now. Simply take a high jump. you will not be able to go fast at the end. Acha. Om Shanti. So we'll take a pause here. I mean, this is done. So we'll take a minute to sit in silence and remember Baba, and then we can come back and share. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So, um, feel free to unmute and share your takeaway, the point that which touched your heart, and the point that which you would like to take it home for practice.
Om Shanti. That's a deep Murli, 1970 Murli, 18 January. And Baba has given tips in this how to make an elevated stage, how to maintain it. And the point which touched me is if you make bodiless as your partner, Baba is your partner, and you give him the preference in every thought, word, and action, then the attainment of bodiless stages just like natural becomes natural. So this point has touched me, and I think it's a takeaway for me and to practice in this entire year. Om Shanti.
Yeah, thank you, Mumbai. So that's a very nice point to make bodiless one our partner, and we'll receive all cooperation, support, and we will also start going towards becoming bodiless because as is the company, so we'll be colored. Thank you for sharing that point. Anyone else?
Shanti brother, good morning. As the Murli and Baba revealed what is the secret to willpower, and the way it came out was very amazing. Baba said the way to have a willpower is to will, and then will in the natural way in the logic world is to let our in, let the inheritance pass on to somebody. Baba here says you will your weaknesses to me, and then you'll really become strong. That was very nice way of telling that you would become stronger if you let go of your weaknesses. Your willpower will increase when you let go of your weaknesses. Very nice way of seeing it. Yeah, this would be my take home point. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's a very powerful point. I think that's the key point of the Murli. So we have to will our weaknesses. So we'll have to also see what our weaknesses are first. So when we know our weaknesses, then it becomes easy for us to will it, right? So,
Om Shanti, Bijit Bhai.
Om Shanti, Kirtan. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you have just touched upon, I don't know, I call these all as, they are not just murlis, they are something like conversation between the one who has left his children and the children who are just looking every day to see what the father has to say. That 1 year from 18169 to 18170. I remember when the club had taken up the Murli, there was something called as, what does 1970 Murlis mean? Like I don't know what is the word to use there, like tortoises full of all treasures, full of everything. And it's so pure, because that was the first time when the children hear something from a person called as Bap Dada. So, and this 18170 is a culmination of 1 year from the time. So it's like a test paper Baba is asking, because from 69 to 70, he sat with the children, told them what is the thing, told them why he had left, and trained their minds. And now he's checking their minds. So if you see each paragraph, it's you have just read the Murli, but each sentence or each thing, if for me it means volumes. Like even this one point, what is the first exam you gave? Baba says it's an exam on faith. Now, if you go back, what Baba means by the first exam, the exam when I first came to the yajna, or the exam when Baba, my father, left me. And there are so many lessons, there's not one or two you can take. But of course, the one which all are sharing now is about bodiless, because that was the first chapter, that was the first thing. And no one who came to the yajna to see Baba, no sooner they met Baba, when they met him, they never saw that bodiless, they saw Krishna over there. The question of bodiness never arises. But now, knowing that Brahma Baba is not there, Shiv Baba has taken over totally. Shiv Baba, as if his voice is there, bodiless takes commode. I think in each Murli, we have to take out what we call it as bullet points. I have so many bullet points over here. I was just thinking, what is the one do I share? In the end, of course, he finished it with, for me, it's faith and that feelings. That one sentence which Baba has said, earlier you had the support of a corporeal form. Earlier, Brahma Baba was there with us, so we needed to, the children never worried. And now Baba is guaranteeing us, now also that form is there. But he's not in a corporeal form, he's in Avyakt form. So that shifting from the corporeal feeling to subtle feeling to Avyakt feeling. I'm just telling you one bullet point. So there are so many points over here, but it would be really nice if we could pick out the bullet points of this Murli. My mind is really racing to share, but I think I would like to see the shift, the paradigm shift of the corporeal support to the subtle support to the Avyakt support, and then just see what Bap Dada really sees. We call this as kindergarten Murlis, the first Murlis, when he's talking about bodiless stage. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Thank you, Kirtan. That's for the sharing. Yeah, very nice. And here, yeah, Baba emphasized to have a love for the corporeal, right? So in this Murli as well. So, so the more if we lack love, right, then we get less cooperation. So, and of course, faith. So the greater the love and faith that we have, so accordingly we receive cooperation. So Baba highlighted that to have love for the corporeal form means to have love for the whole genealogical tree. That is the whole human tree. Okay. Any other sharings? Very sweet conversation. 18 January Murlis are always special Murlis, so that reminds Brahma Baba and his action and what he did, right? How the Yajna established and the love Brahma Baba has for children and the love children has for Brahma Baba, right? Children also have so much of love for Baba. So all this is really cover right in this 18th Murli. So everyone will be in their cave of introversion to experience the awake stage and to experience awake Bap Dada. Yeah, anyone would like to share?
Vijita, can I just add something?
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to make a request, to Rakib. And already I know that Sister Payal Jetra is making it. Suppose, these Mudlis, because I don't know whether again in the Kalpa we are going to get a chance to again dig through these Mudlis. It's suppose only the bullet points of these Mudlis are given. We can really take them down. I know we are all good students, we can do it, but when they do it. And secondly, the important thing, even now, which is going on, today you must know, it is 3rd January, is these 18 steps of Brahma Baba. Because this willpower, this attainment of willpower is one of the step of the 18th step which has been given of Brahma Baba. It's suppose when generally they do a voluminous kind of thing after the Murli, I remember there's a quiz, there's an answer and all. If suppose it's just a request, if there's, the bullet points from these, like already we saw a couple of them, if you could take, then it really becomes a ready reckoner for us. Just a suggestion. 18 points
yeah.
of Babdada, of course, we are going through it. Om Shanti.
Yeah. Some of the important bullet points will be coming in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so that is coming on a regular basis, right? So I'm sure this will also come in there, Girijaben. Okay.
Shanti brother, there's the needed a little clarification in the points in between, where Baba talked about making an instant sacrifice and a sacrifice which is done later. You know, and Baba further says, asks a question, uh, which one is accepted first? The one that is accepted first receives the number one power. Those who are not accepted in the beginning do not attain that much power. So, Baba, does he imply that the instant sacrifice is the one which is accepted first and hence receives more power?
That's right. So anyone would like to give
Can
a
I just
clarity?
say
Yeah.
one, Vinod Bhai, there is a very good thing even in Lokik, Turant Dan Mahapunya. Like if you, and Brahma Baba never thought anything. When he just came to know that he has to do this donkeyship job of doing it, he just gave, no thinking, no saying I have to keep something for my grandson, I have to keep something. He just will. So that word will, if you can, I'm not sure whether I have it, I can send it. There's a lovely Murli itself on that, which is called as Turant Dan Mahapunya. Yes, instant sacrifice is something different, and only Brahma Baba has done it. That's why he's number one. Everyone else, there is no Turant Dan. So that Mahapunya is not there. I think what you're asking about this instant sacrifice is related to that. have I've just spoken to you in quotes, but it's a very deep thing to understand about this instant sacrifice. It's something I saw, I just gave, nothing else, no thinking about yay, this, that, farafeling and nothing.
Yeah. So, yeah. So here, thank you, Girishaben, so for clarifying that. So on the path of devotion also, right? So when if a goat is, brought to be killed, right, to cut off the head, so that has to be done in one shot. Okay, if the goat is not dead, okay, in the first uh, killing itself, right? Then it is not accepted on the path of devotion, right? So similarly, when here also, when we will something, that has to be instant will. If we think about it over and over and then come to a conclusion, okay, let me will everything to Baba. So that means we do not have the complete faith there, right? So somewhere we doubt. So when it comes to Brahma Baba, what he did, he realized everything right instantly, and then he realized that this is God. Okay, this is your Baba is God, and what his power is, and he has come for what, and all that he instantly realized, and then he willed everything. Right, he did not keep anything, even a single penny for himself. And we know that Brahma Baba was a very rich man, and that too, he had all his own money. That was not an inheritance that he got from the family, the wealth, right? So everything his money was his own hard work, right? So uh, he gave away everything, right? So the kind of faith that Brahma Baba had there was really amazing, and that's one reason Brahma Baba is number one. So we should not have any doubt. Is that what I understood?
And there's one more thing, Bijit Bhai. See, if you see in scriptures, there are so many people who have given away. They just came and they gave away their whole kingdom to God. But over here, I remember now those words. There should be recognition, there should be realization, and there should be readiness. The recognition to whom you're giving. So here, Brahma Baba realized that one and only one. But in devotion, it was scattered. It was giving to a particular deity or a particular thing. So that recognition of oneness was not there. So you need recognition and realization even for the sacrifice. As he gave the example of the goat, he has sacrificed, he didn't take it to be a goat or a being or a life and all. It is something offered to that Kali, Mahakali. So the question of doubt didn't arise for the one who's going to strike the goat. Had he had a strike, you'll say, oh, what if it doesn't? I know. So here also Baba says there has to be recognition, realization to get that readiness. So you must really study that thing about difference between the student Dan, Mahapunya in devotion and now in the Gyan.
Thank you. And Vinod Bhai, thank you for that, raising that question. So that clarified many things. And are there any other points anyone would like to share? Those who have not shared.
Yes, Vijit bhai.
Yes, Ramesh, very good.
So, towards the end of the Murli, in the last paragraph, Baba says, the wonder is to overcome difficulties. And what will happen if you wilt in even the slightest difficulties? And it is not about things being difficult, but what I could get from that last part was what comes in the way of we being fast in overcoming any kind of difficulties is attachments. So those who move fast will never be trapped anywhere. And getting trapped here is coming out of any kind of insecurity or attachment one would have. So, like how you were mentioning, it has to be whatever has to be done, it has to be done with one stroke. So, not to think so much. And it's not that we don't have opportunities. Even today, we have an opportunity. Baba says you have to go fast, seeing the last stage. And we all have a chance to go fast, even now. Even now, as we are standing on 3rd of January 2025, we have a chance to simply take that high jump with that surrenderance, with that faith, and whatever where he himself has been a demonstration of taking that step of just renouncing everything in a second. So it just got me present to that wherever I can see that there has been a lack of instant purusharth, there is some kind of an attachment or insecurity uh, or for that matter even some trust which might be subtly there in the subconscious, which is not allowing me to take that step. So my homework is going to be where I'm going to look at what all places I'm holding back because of Maya. So that is my takeaway from this Murli, apart from whatever else has been shared with by everyone. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Thank you, Mesh Bhai, for sharing that wonderful point. So, yeah, so each one of us will have to check ourselves to, see where we are lacking. So each one of us will have to take that high jump, right? So we need to know where we are trapped. So, and of course, we all have the chance to go fast, right? It's true. Yeah, like you rightly said. And okay, there are a few chats in the chat box, so I will read that. Okay, just sweet conversation between father and child. And then Radhamani sister says, paper of the tiger made out of paper. Moths always see the light only, nothing else. Those who make a bargain in 1 second never become trapped anywhere. Papers gives papers gives power and strength to souls. And Girshaben again say, if I recognize realize the final image, it will be, I will be, not be trapped, won't be trapped. The true image is we wonder. Okay. Okay, I think, so with that, I think we can, yeah, we have an announcement for this Sunday class. So this Sunday, we know that Sunday is buffer day, so we'll have master class on Sunday. So this Sunday, we have a special class from Brother Ashish, Nagpur. And his topic will be apt, upplay, practice, and transform. So the flyer, there's a flyer also, which will be shared in the WhatsApp group. And so I request all the Divine Family to attend this session and then take complete benefit. And if you wish to share this flyer with your other group, then you may do that. Yeah. And with that, we can move towards meditation and then close the session for today. Vimesh Bhai, anything else? Any other announcement or?
No, that was the only announcement of Ashish Bhai, that was to be made.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. So let's sit in silence and then we'll remember Baba, because we know that our Vyakt month is going on. So each one of us will have to become a Vyakt and experience a Vyakt Bhaktada. That's it in Baba's remembrance for 1 minute and then close the session for today. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. We shall connect again tomorrow at 5 a.m. So until then, you all have a Vyakt day. Om Shanti.